Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and happy Friday. Today is tip 71, and I was looking at visceral fat, and then it led me into skeletal muscles. And again, I'm not medical. I'm just a bariatric patient trying to remind myself of the reasons that I'm on this journey to keep myself moving forward on it. And I guess what kind of happened is I was thinking about as bariatric patients, before we have surgery, they do, you go on a diet to reduce the fat in your liver, because I guess it fills up your abdominal area and it makes it hard to do surgery. And then I was remembering that when I was in the gym, they used to do tests on, as best as they could, because I guess the best way to test some of this stuff is submersion in water. But they would always test like skeletal muscle and visceral fat. And I was trying to remember what that was all about. Because sadly, it's been a number of years that I didn't remember exactly what it was. And good morning. I see some people on, but I'm not sure who, so good morning. But I wanted to look back into like this visceral fat and skeletal muscle and try to remember another tool to keep me accountable and remember why I'm staying committed to this journey. And what it was talking about is that visceral fat is a fat that kind of gets hidden in between our organs. And I kind of remember that from the gym, and that's a bad fat. It's a bad fat because it's known to be a sign of a metabolic syndrome, and that's where you have those things like high blood pressure, obesity, cholesterol, insulin resistance, increased risk of stroke, heart disease, type 2 diabetes. Well, I know I had some of these issues starting to come up before I had surgery. And then it made me wonder, I would think that if you're heavy like that, when I was heavier, movement wasn't easy. I couldn't move very fast and I couldn't move very long. And I wondered, like, I remember that term skeletal muscle, so I kind of looked at that a little bit. And although that, again, I'm not medical, but it was kind of talking about that the more fat you have, you're not as able to move around. And I want this journey to be living the best life, and that's going to mean trying to eliminate the things that are bad for my body and gain the things that are good. And it kind of talked about the muscle types, and that there are three, and it's smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, our hearts, and skeletal muscle. And the skeletal muscle is like connected to our bones, and it helps with movement. And it's about 45 to 50% of our body. Now, I know body fat, I had so much of it pre-surgery that I don't know what the ratio would have been on my skeletal muscle at that time. But interesting, when I started looking at it, it's not really simply the same things that we all know for our regular diet. If you eat better and if you just move, and it's just kind of saying like 30 minutes of a day, or 75 minutes vigorous, 150 minutes moderate for per week, it can help with the skeletal muscles, which is our movement. And I've been thinking a lot about movement because as we go into spring, I want to be more active in walking, and my mom and I walk, and we want to do some walks in the fall for the Festival of Lights. I've mentioned that before, but I just wanted to kind of touch base because I'm always looking for the things that will help me remember why this journey is so important to me, and for the motivation to keep myself moving forward. So in thinking about that, I know that I don't want my body, all my internal organs that I need to keep me alive and able to have adventures full of fat that maybe slows me down. And I do want to make sure that I leave the room for the muscles that'll give me the movement and the motion. This journey, it's not easy. And I know a lot of people think that having surgery is an easy way out, but it's not an easy way out. It's still a journey that we have to take every day. Every day we have to make decisions to make our lives better. I can remember not being able to stand up, having the pain on my joints, all the things that we've all experienced. And if each day I can take and learn one little new thing, I can make my life better as I move forward. It's like yesterday, I sat in on monthly coaching with Chris Nagel's team, and there's some kind of interesting things that his team's getting into that I'm really excited about. And I keep wondering to myself, if I hadn't taken the steps to make myself healthier, would I be able to participate in all these things to kind of make my future better and make my future more secure and stable? This gift of better health is the number one gift we can give ourselves, because without our health, we don't have any kind of a quality of life. So knowing that, as we're going into Friday, and I've said it before, Doc V always talks about the weekend, Saturday, a slingshot Saturday. Are you going to spend the whole day relaxing, or are you going to do something to push yourself forward? I know for me, with our weather starting to get a little bit better, increasing some outdoor activities will be a nice thing to add. And doing some learning. I've got several books, I've more than several books, lots of books that I've been reading over the year, or that I've accumulated over this past year with the challenge. And it's kind of exciting. It's exciting when you realize that your health is better, you feel better, and there's a lot more opportunities for you. This is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. And doing that little bit of research this morning just kind of cemented to me why this is so important. I can feel a huge difference. Even yesterday, I was working in the basement and I tripped over something and I fell. And I stood up, and yeah, I've got some bruises this morning, nothing major. But what I realized is, when I was thinking about it last night, is that I was able to get up fairly quickly. And prior to surgery, I couldn't get up fairly quickly. And sometimes it was like with the worry of, if you fell, could you get up, or would somebody have to help you? And that is part of the movement, and losing the weight, the ability to be more active. I know I have like a hair or something on my lip, but the gift of health is a great gift. And it's a gift that even 5 years out, I can't ever discount or take for granted. I need to continue to move forward, and continuing to move forward means continuing to learn, continuing to know that I want to reduce as much body fat through my organs as possible, that visceral fat that they talked about. I want to make sure that in doing that, I'm fueling my body properly so that my skeletal muscles are strong, so that they can carry me through any adventure that may appear now or later. And I want to continue to learn. I mean, some of the stuff that Chris Nagel's team's getting into now is really exciting. And he's the money school guy. He's a part of Doc V's mastermind. But it's really kind of exciting. And when you find the things to be excited about and the things to learn and adventure forward, I think it kind of makes that being happy and excited easier to make the decisions that will keep you healthy, to reap the rewards of all the work. It is work. Weight loss and maintaining the weight loss and eating healthy. It's learning a new way of life, but it becomes easier every single day you do it. And when you start to see the benefits, I got up really quick when I fell yesterday. I know I can get involved in some of these things that were introduced in this training I did last night. Feeling better energy every day. It's all so worth the changes that you could make. So today, I guess, just remember, if you're eating something healthy, you're helping your body build the muscles you need to be mobile. And again, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but fueling my body, hydrating my body, and just normal movement, or adding a little increased movement, prepares my body for the adventures that I'm about to begin. And I want all of you to join me on these adventures. So remember, do the health, do the sleep, do the eating, do the green smoothies, do everything you can to keep improving your body so that you can enjoy the adventures and the new opportunities that you can plan as each day goes forward. And this is the weekend, so do something to enjoy. If you're all vaccinated, start to plan your future. The weekend is definitely something you can enjoy, but also, what is that thing you can do to slingshot forward? So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. And here's to our better health and all of our adventures. Thank you.